am Butterfly Identity.
And I am Blixemi.
And we are the creators of Epic Rap Battles of Warriors, an internet show where we pit cats against each other. Literally cats.
Literally. Dang it. I never know how fast you're going to do it because I always want to be part of it. And then you're just like, flip me around every time. 1, 2, 3. Literally cats. Cat cereal.
All right, in this episode, we will be taking you behind the scenes of ERBOW number 7. And to clarify, ERBOW is like ERBOW. Somebody asked, they're like, what's ERBOW? I'm like, yeah, we never really clarified. We just sort of threw that acronym out there. So that is the acronym for Epic Rap Battles of Warriors. Just for clarification. And we're going to talk about how we made Jayfeather versus Yellowfang. So, Blixemi, how did we get here? Take us through this spiritual journey.
I'm so ready to take you through this spiritual journey. So this is the first one after the season 1 finale. This was sort of the start of the end. And
dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, and in complete honesty, these next ones that we did season 2, in my humble opinion, I think that all of season 2 has been fire.
I agree.
I think that hiatus allowed us to, I don't know, I feel like we really stepped up our game in these past 3. I really love them.
How did we decide this one? Because I think it was your idea to do this pairing.
First, I think we saw it in the comments, actually.
Yeah, I think somebody suggested it in the way back.
Because we always knew we wanted to use Jayfeather, but the trouble with him is that he's such a fan favorite, that anybody you put him
I feel the flames licking at my legs. I feel the anger of the fans rushing towards me.
It's true, though. He's such a, everybody loves him, so putting him against anyone, we knew that if we put him against somebody like Breeze Pelt, like Cloudtail, I don't know, random cats, that people are automatically going to pick Jayfeather just because everybody loves Jayfeather. So when we saw Yellowfang, everybody loves Yellowfang.
This is true.
And we thought, that's perfect. Then it doesn't have that sort of huge, undeniable bias thing.
Right, and I thought it was a really good pairing, not only because of that, but because they, work in ways that you wouldn't think would work. It's like the old medicine cat versus the young medicine cat, literally, and also in the series, Jayfeather's the current one, and then Yellowfang was the first one you really got to know. We don't count Spotted Leaf; she was there for 2 paragraphs, and then literally, and they both are grumpy and have a different outlook on the warrior's life, and they just brought their sass to the table.
Yeah, and they work really well together. They're very different, but so similar. So it was really fun.
It was, and I will have to say, I say this all the time, that the only reason why this rap ended up so good was because I let Jaden write for Yellowfang. So in her hatred-induced haze of roasting Jayfeather, she turned out some of the best lines for Yellowfang. You really captured her personality. That is exactly what Yellowfang would say if she was in a rap battle. Get off my lawn! It's just so good.
Oh, but that voice actor, though. Are we talking about the voice actor now, or are we going to keep talking about
the voice actor?
Okay.
It's a free enterprise. We can do whatever
just
we
throw
want.
Down. That voice actor, we had a bit of a struggle because, there's not a whole bunch of voice actors in the community that do an older style of voice like that. So when we found her, oh my God, she added things that we never thought. That whole part when she goes, blah, 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 hun. And the way she says hun kills me every time.
You're dead, Rip.
I'm dead. And what's that other part where she's like, oh, poor Jayfeather. I feel like she's a grandma and she's I feel safe when she says that. I'm it's just so perfect. She was and the Jayfeather voice actor was phenomenal too, don't get me wrong. Both of them did such an amazing job on this rap.
Yeah.
Bombing.
So how did we decide what we were going to write? There are some really killer lines in there.
Well, for me at least, I went through and I just knew I hated Jayfeather. So I'm what can I talk about? He's whiny, he sucks, he's like Crowfeather, and he's blind. Let's shove that all in there. I don't know, what'd you do for yours?
Well, I know Jaden, and I knew she was going to throw out all of those things. So I thought of, and I love Yellowfang. She's like literally my favorite
Yeah, and that's the
character.
other reason is because Yellowfang's your favorite character.
Bless her soul. So, I don't know, throwing some shade against Yellowfang was hard, but, I had to really dig deep into the Warriors lore to find some stuff that she's, done wrong. And, she's done some things wrong. So, I pulled that out. I mean, she's actually done a ton of things wrong if you really think about it, but we kind of gloss over that because she's so awesome. And, had to take Jay Feather's side, and it's easy. It's almost easy with the three because they're like literally gods if you think about it. So you could always play that angle, and that works out really well. I love how there was an instrumental that was perfect for this rap too.
Yeah,
that just worked out really well. Like we used the Mozart versus Skrillex instrumental, and it just worked so well. And I think everyone sort of like caught on to that like old versus new.
Yeah. I think that was your idea, actually, because of that old style versus new. And I'm like, dude, this is why you're the best, because you had such a good idea on that.
Hey, look at I'm blushing. Thanks.
Oh, hackers!
Oh,
my
heck!
Gosh.
This is what we do just all the time. Just oh my God, you're so awesome! You're so awesome! Right,
that's
the
50%
freaking rat now.
Yeah, the other 50% is I literally hate you. You're the scum.
I feel like there's a lot to say about this because it was the start. Well, it's the start of the new season, and we're like, we got to do something like unexpected, but also like not disappointing. Not that I feel like anyone has ever been disappointed by our choices and pairings.
I like to think not. Yeah.
I mean, of course, there have probably been a few, but we try to keep it like, what you guys want to see, but also not predictable at the same time. Because if you know what's coming, it's not gonna be fun after like the 20th episode. So we're getting there. It's a little scary, but we're getting into the double digits. Our next one is going to be our first double-digit rap, which is kind of insane.
Our baby is growing up.
Our baby is growing up.
Our proud
love
mothers.
child.
Our love child. It's got your eyes. Did you know that?
Yeah, and also, do you want to talk about the art?
Yes, I do. We got, I believe her DeviantArt name, because I think she goes by two different ones, is the Cynical Hound. Oh my God, is she talented. Like, I approached her and I was like, all right, no, I think it was just a mutual thing of, I like ERBOW. I adore your art. So when the opportunity came up for her to do the art, I literally peed my pants. Like it was,
it was a situation. It was like clean up on aisle 6.
Exactly, because she's so good. And like I literally told her what I tell all the artists. You guys have creative design. Just make sure that people know who's who, kind of thing. And she absolutely blew expectations out of the water. Both of them like got the expressions right, got the freaking poses right, got everything. It was just phenomenal. And she did the background that was beautiful as well.
Yeah, it was the medicine cat den. The backgrounds really are underrated and they kind of fly under people's radar, but the next time you're watching an ERBOW episode, pay attention to the background.
Yeah.
Just take a second and just pause and just kind of look at it, and just there's a lot of time and effort that goes into each background from each artist. We usually commission like separate artists to do the art and the background, and everyone just like gives it their all, even if it's just a quote unquote just a background. It's not just a background.
I mean, without it, it would be a black screen, and people would be like, "What the heck is this?
What the heck is this crap? Get it off my screen!" And then we would not be in business. I was going to say something in my train of. Oh, okay, I remember. I am such a big fan of Yellowfang's design. Like, I know there are some people who do not like it, but I think that is
the comments.
The comments.
Gosh, the comments on that one.
I love it. I think, yes, if there was ever like a physical representation of Yellowfang, she would be the angriest poof ball.
Yes, and her little teeth.
She's like ready to chase you off her lawn and hit you with her cane or her sage wisdom, one or the other.
Her little hands.
Her little paws hands going at you.
Yeah, and I love listening to the demos just because I like to revisit it, because you forget what it sounds like because you get so used to listening to the original, like what it actually sounds like. So when you go back and hear yourself rapping, you're like, oh yeah,
this is a thing that happened. Yeah, I actually have not heard this since January or whenever we made it. So this is going to be a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, you rapping as Jay Feather. Did you lower your voice? Were you putting on a voice when you were doing it? I can't remember.
No, I think I was just being myself.
I think you were just doing you, yeah.
I was just doing me. Okay, do you have your little clicker over the play button?
I do.
Okay, so on 3.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, no intro.
It's you against me, it's Jay from the Power of 3. I'm back from the past to fix your knees and crack some fleas. Things have changed since your time, there's a new omen in order. I'm hauling all your dusty flab to the Shadow Clan border. I'm a god among cats, don't cut me short for being blind. I can go through space and time and I can frickin' read your mind. Oh sure, you can feel the pain that others feel too. Guess it sucks to know your son and mate didn't give a shit about you.
That's refreshing, hearing words come out your trap. That ain't comprised of wounds, me or all your whining work. I cut you short? Nah, you do that one on your own. Every day you sit and moan and groan and sound like Papa Crow. You're a sad little creeper, walking dreams of the sleepers. I've got this rap so far up that I've already beat you. Got a lesson to teach, so quiet down and listen up, hun. You might jump the clock, but I'm timeless, son.
Take a minute now and take a piece of your advice. You're the reason the 4 clans fell into broken stars and rise. You're the slutty for bag thinking you can break all Star Clan's laws. That's a lot of kitten blood running a river at your paws. Oh, it's all that smoke getting the best of your senses. And I see how your delusionment gets to your apprentices. Farmed a couple sicklies going down the very same path. You're so pitiful, Star Clan had to spare them their wrath.
At least I stay cats, you wouldn't know what that's like. Letting that poor boy scream in terror neath that frozen sheet of ice. I'm like a phoenix, and I'll be rising from the ashes. You'll spend the rest of your life having class and compassion. I've got more healing power and more club than you do in your whole body. Thunder Clan embrace me, love you. Oh, you're like my nobody. You're in a relationship with the stick. You're a goddamn angsty prick. If you don't get your own way, you have a freaking hissy fit. Why don't you take the time to pull that stick out your ass? Get her off, you whiny baby. You've been clearly outclassed. Does it hurt now that I've exposed your shortcomings? Poor Jay Feather. Bet you didn't see that one coming.
Oh, straight savage.
Straight up savage. I love, like, one of my favorite lines is you're the slutty for big things you can break up. Like, that gives me life.
Okay, but your line, pull that stick out of your ass, was like, oh, no. And then, okay, I always thought your follow-up line, like, does it hurt now? I was just like, well, he's had a stick in his ass, so of course it hurts. That's what I've always thought. Like, wow, that was weird. That was like an out-of-body experience. I haven't heard that demo in so long.
It's been a while.
They killed it. Our voice actors, they took that piece of crap and they made it into a work of art. Like, oh, Lord, that's so good. High five.
High five.
High five. We made it past the season 1 pit. We could have, like, literally stopped there and just rode that wave for the rest of our lives. But we're like, let's take the risk and write more. Yeah. Okay, so that is the ERBOW 7 behind the scenes. I hope you guys liked it. Again, if you have specific questions about this particular episode, feel free to leave it in the comments and we will respond, because I'm sure we didn't cover everything you guys wanted to know, even though we tried. And stay tuned for ERBOW 8 behind the scenes, which is a really great one. Millie and Silverstream, the one that took forever, but I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And that will be coming out next week. So subscribe if you haven't already, so you can always be on top of that subscription feed when new ERBOW behind the scenes episodes come out and when new ERBOW episodes come out, because, who would want to miss that? And we will talk to you later. All right, bye now.
Bye-bye.